Far Right is coming with a nice rally on the inside. He's storming home.
3 races this year. In a Smarty Jones, Far Right gets to the winner's circle.
Far Right comes to get the lead and the win.
Far Right has been on the money in 8 of his 9 starts, plus a win, a second, and a third in 3 starts at Churchill. That's big. Far Right is not only consistent, but one of the few closers in the field. Then, in the Southwest, Far Right does it again.
Far Right and Mike Smith winning the Southwest.
But you got a lot of people that say that, oh, he's a cheap horse. He can't do it. Hi, buddy.
This is where Far Right is from. A beautiful, small, 25-acre farm in Scott County.
Need a hand?
Both Jan and Madeleine were born in South Africa and raised on a farm. Jan convinced his parents to buy him a horse when he was 10 and taught himself how to ride.
Me and my brother, we take the kitchen table out of the kitchen, take it outside in a paddock. Then one hold the horse, one get on the table, one hop on a horse. Then we lead it away, turn it around, and it will run back to the barn because it's food. And that's how we learn to ride.
It's one thing to grow up in South Africa and say, I always wanted to come to America. That wasn't the case. They sold everything they owned, paid their debts, came to America with the clothing on their back and $1,000. And now this, a gorgeous farm they built with their own hands.
We had enough of all the violence and the corruption in Africa and decided there's no more future there and it's hard to make a living there.
Madeleine lost her mother due to the violence in South Africa and is thankful she didn't lose her father the same way.
Hijacked and...
Your mom was hijacked?
Yes, and then the accident happened and she died dead on the scene.
Then she couldn't find her father on the farm, so they went looking for him.
I didn't see him moving around, so I go out and he was tied up, dishcloth in his mouth, and everything he owned was put in his own truck and stolen. And they robbed him. So when we could be glad, they didn't kill him.
A lot of people struggle, a lot of people die for nothing, but it's still a very good country to go to.
Come, Zindi. Hey.
Zindi was a promising filly whose blacksmith was Jan, and ironically, Madeleine helped raise. Zindi, because of an injury, never made it to the track. Her father, Vindication, was unbeaten and a 2-year-old champ, but an injury destroyed the Derby dream. After a few breeding seasons for Zindi, the owner lost money, so they were given the mare to breed. Jan bred Zindi to a cheap stud, Notional, who also had an injury ruin his racing career.
25, 27, in the back, 2,500.
Only 2,500. Far Right is sold again for $100,000.
And I breed them basically on a no-rule system.
What does that mean?
There's no rules.
The No Rules has a method. Jan looks at the body. Notional and Zindi were a match physically. There are 5 mares, 2 yearlings, 2 miniature donkeys, chickens, a pig, and a lot of Jack Russells on the farm.
Oh boy.
This is as mom and pop of a farm as it gets. No help on the farm at all?
No, this is the help.
Working 7 days a week, sometimes 18 hours a day with extra jobs, got them the money to buy the farm. They'll always miss South Africa, but they love the life they've made in the heart of the bluegrass.